Hello student, myself Digant Sakhiwala. I am your science sir. Today we will learn chapter number 2 in Is Matter Around Us Pure? Okay. Dear student, last time we learned about some method like sublimation method to separate two components. We learn about the uh, centrifugation method. Okay. Today we are going to learn about the chromatography technique, distillation and fractional distillation method. Okay. Chromatography. If we want to separate a dye and solvent from ink, we can use the chromatography technique. So in the ink, different components are present. Okay. So we cannot use some technique like we cannot use the filtration process, or we cannot use some other technique to separate them. Ink in that dye and some other solution or solvent are present. Okay. So we want to separate that component. For that we will use the chromatography technique. In this technique we take one strip of filter paper. Okay. We mark at the 1 each. Okay. We draw one line from the end of the filter paper, 1 each, and we put the drop of ink, and then the strip of the filter paper is kept in a beaker which contain water. Okay. We will take care that where we mark the water level below that. Okay. So as water rises, some component in the ink are soluble in the water, so with the water they are also going in the upward direction. So like that we can separate the different component of the ink. Drop of the ink is taken on the strip of filter paper. Now put this strip in water in such a way that ink drop is above the water level. Okay, so we will put in such a way that filter paper on that ink drop is that is remain on the above part of the water level. As the water rises up on the filter paper, it takes along with the dye particle, because dye is soluble in water. Dye is a mixture of two or more color. Okay, so as water rises up, so it carry some component of the ink which are soluble in the water. The component which are more soluble in the water, they are rising first. Okay, so like that we can separate the different component from the ink. The color component that is more soluble in water rises faster, and this way the color gets separated. The process of separation of component of mixture is known as chromatography. Chromen is a Greek means color. So chromatography name is given by the one Greek word that is called chromen. Its meaning is what? Color. So colorful compound we can separate. Dear student, we can also separate some component from the syrup or medicine. We have to make the solution. Take put the 1 drop of that medicine or syrup on the filter paper. Okay, now same filter paper you put in the water. So in the syrup or medicine, whichever soluble parts are there, they are separated by the capillary action. The water rises up, it carries the different component of the medicine or syrup. Like that we can separate different component. Okay, this technique is not only used for the only ink, you can use for the so many mixture. Okay. The process of separation of component of mixture is known as a chromatography. Chromatography is a technique used for the separation of those solute that dissolve in the same solvent. So you have to take care that we have to use such a type of solvent, like we use water here to separate different components. So we have to use such a solvent in that the different components are easily soluble. So like that we can separate. It depends upon the solubility. So many advanced chromatography techniques are there, like HPLC, high performance liquid chromatography, GPLC, gas permission liquid chromatography, etc. So many are there. Okay. Application: to separate the colors in the dye in that so many colors are there that we can separate by the chromatography technique. Pigments from the natural colors like chlorophyll is present. Okay, or xanthophyll is present. So many natural colors are there that can be separated by the chromatography technique. Drug from the blood. Okay, so we can separate a drug from the blood. Drug means premature form of medicine. Okay. Distillation method: to separate a two miscible liquid like acetone and water, we use the distillation flask and thermometer. Now dear student, we have mixture of two liquids are there, they are soluble in each other very nicely. Okay, like whenever we take the oil and water, we can separate by the separating funnel, but whenever two liquids are totally miscible, then what we have to use? At that time we use the distillation method. So for that we take the distillation flask, we use thermometer, and we use condenser. Okay, distillation flask is to carry the mixture of acetone and water. You can different liquid also which are soluble in that. Okay, thermometer is used to separate the liquid on different temperature, like acetone separate at 56 degrees Celsius temperature. So we come to know that now temperature is 56 degrees Celsius, now acetone come out. Okay, at 100 degrees Celsius temperature, what will come out? Water come out. So that is the role of thermometer. Condenser is used to convert the whatever liquid convert into the gaseous form. Again the liquid convert into, again that gaseous form of the liquid convert into again liquid form. For that condenser are used. Condenser, in that continuously water is passed. So as the vapor form of the liquid is rising up, it pass from the condenser, then temperature is down. So from that condenser the gaseous form of the liquid again convert into the liquid form, and that we can collect. Okay. As slowly heat is increased, acetone convert into the gaseous form because its boiling point is less than water. So in this all the setup, we take one tripod stand, down we take Bunsen burner, on that we take the that distillation flask, we connect with the condenser, and we put the thermometer. As we increase the temperature of the mixture of acetone and water, acetone boiling point is less, so it easily convert into the gaseous form. So it vapor is formed, that vapor is rises up. It when it pass from the condenser temperature is down because we continuously pass the water from it. So again it convert into liquid form, and we can separate the acetone. Okay, so we can separate like that two liquid. And in the conical flask, or that we can say the distillation flask, water is remain. Okay. Vapor form of acetone pass from the condenser, where vapor of acetone convert into the gaseous state to the liquid state. This method is called the distillation technique. Like that we can separate the two miscible liquids. It is used for the separation of component of the mixture containing two miscible liquids that boil without decomposition and have difference in boiling point. So no decomposition reaction should take place. Okay, as well as their boiling point differences should also high, then we can easily separate. Okay, suppose two liquid are there, one boiling point is 60 degree and another liquid their boiling point is 62 degree, it is somewhat impossible to separate by this technique. Okay, so whenever we take the acetone boiling point is nearer to 56 degrees Celsius and water boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius, so it is easily separate. Okay, both are easily separate. Second thing is that both are not undergoing decomposition reaction, only they convert into liquid to gaseous form, and by condenser we again convert into the liquid form. Okay, dear student, we are going to learn about the fractional distillation method. In this method we take two liquid in which the boiling points are very nearer. Okay, simple distillation technique, in that we can use or we can separate those type of liquid which has the boiling point has large difference, like acetone and water. But two liquids are there, their boiling points are very nearer, they can separate by the fractional distillation method. Okay, fractional distillation process, to separate a mixture of two or more miscible liquid for which the difference in boiling point is less than 25 Kelvin, fractional distillation can be used. Okay, suppose we have two liquid are there and their boiling points are very nearer, then fractional distillation technique is used. Okay, suppose we have two liquid are there like acetone and alcohol. Okay, their boiling points are very nearer, so when we give the heat energy, at that time first acetone convert into gaseous form, and after some time alcohol is also converting to the gaseous form. So it is very difficult to separate them by the simple distillation technique. So we have to use a fractional distillation technique. In that what happen, the condition is same, but we use one separating column are there, in that beads are there, and that bead has the good surface area. Because of that reason, if one liquid convert into the gaseous form and other liquid is ready to convert into gaseous form, meanwhile the first gases are there that easily convert into gaseous form to liquid form. Okay, and we can separate the two liquid easily. Okay, for example, for separation of different gases from air, different fraction from petroleum product, etc. Okay, so air in the different gases are there, that also we can separate by this fractional distillation technique. Air in the nitrogen, oxygen, okay, other gases are there that we can separate, as well as from petroleum in that many products are there like kerosene, diesel, gases are there. Okay, that also we can separate by the fractional distillation method. Now dear student, petroleum means what? Petroleum means, petro means rock and oleum means oil. So the oil obtained from the rock, that is called the petroleum. Now dear student, you should know the difference between petrol and petroleum. Petroleum has very small part, that is called petrol. So petrol is a one part of the petroleum. The apparatus is similar to that for the simple distillation, except that a fractionating column is fitted in between the distillation flask and condenser. So everything is same, like condenser, distillation flask, but the special thing is what? Fractionating column. And this fractionating column is having special type of beads are there, which easily convert the gas into liquid form because its surface area is more. A simple fraction column is a tube packed with a glass bead. The beads provide the surface for vapors to cool and condense repeatedly. Okay, so that because of that beads, gas easily convert into vapor form. Gas easily convert into the liquid form. Okay, and then after immediately second liquid is start boiling, and it gas or it vaporized form is again convert into the liquid form by this bead. The process of obtaining gases from air. Now we use same method to separate the different component of air. Air, in that mainly two gas are present, nitrogen and oxygen. Other are also there like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, so many are there. Okay, so we can separate it by the what? Fractional distillation method. Now dear student, first we have to convert the air into liquid form. How we can convert? Air is in the gaseous form, so we increase the pressure. When we increase the pressure and decrease the temperature, air convert into the liquid form. Now again slowly we give heat. Slowly as we give this heat, at particular boiling point of the gases are start separating. Okay, so by this way we can separate the different gases from the air. Air is a homogeneous mixture and can be separated into its component by the fractional distillation. If we want oxygen gas from air, we have to separate out all the other gases present in the air. Now dear student, we need oxygen gas so much. Why we need oxygen? Because we know that on ventilator we need the oxygen gas in more amount. Okay, so whenever we need oxygen, at that time we have to remove all the gas by the fractional distillation method, and we will preserve the oxygen gas only. The air is compressed by increasing the pressure and is then cooled by the decreasing the temperature to get the liquid air. So initially what happened? We increase the pressure and decrease the temperature, and like that we can convert the air into liquid form. This liquid air is allowed to warm up slowly in a fractional distillation column where gases separated at a different height depending on their boiling point. Okay, so at different height, okay, these gases are converted into again these gases are separated from the liquid state. Initially we convert the all total air into liquid form, then slowly we give the heat, and after that at different temperature all the gases are separated. So this is all about the distillation, fractional distillation and chromatography technique.